We're not going to spend a lot of time in these chapters because we want to invite you to spend more time for you exploring in the scriptures and having the Spirit guide you with some of these insights we provided. But why don't you spend a few minutes talking about a couple passages you've highlighted, and I want to spend just a minute or two on the last two verses of 2 Nephi chapter 8.
Okay, so I'm not going to cover anything in here. I want you to dive in. I want to just give one little teeny segment here in chapter 8, which is Isaiah 51. Verse 12, back to the idea of I will be your God, you will be my people. Verse 12, I am he, yea, I am he that comforteth you. Behold, who art thou, that thou shouldst be afraid of man who should die, and of the Son of Man who shall be made like unto grass? Why are you fearing people who aren't gods, organizations who aren't gods? They sometimes act like they are. They talk as if they are, but they're not. They're made of the dust of the earth just like you are. But you're forgetting the Lord thy Maker in verse 13. Which kind of harkens back to something he said. I told you I wasn't going to take you into 7, but here I am. Go back to chapter 7, verse 11. Behold, all ye that kindle fire, that compass yourselves about with sparks, walk in the light of your fire and in the sparks which you have kindled. This shall ye have of my hand. Ye shall lie down in sorrow. The idea of you can try to set up your own light. You can try to set up your own sense of a God, but you're going to walk in darkness because the light you can kindle is nothing that can compare with what God sets up for us. And so he's setting up this beautiful contrast that the world we live in is pleading for you to leave God and come and embrace them. And he's saying you can, but you have this of mine hand. You're going to lie down in sorrow. And that's not a threat. It's just a reality. It just is. That is what's going to happen when you do this. But then the beautiful thing is he'll still be kind to us. Look at verse 22. Thus saith thy Lord, the Lord and thy God, pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling and the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. No worldly organization, no individual on the earth can make you that promise. Only God can make that promise. And he makes it over and over and over again.